You crazy mother.
If you're looking to join this league, log on to iRacing and go into the league directory. Once this is loaded, all you have to do is search for the Elite Racing Association. Click on their page, find out more information about them, and if you like the information listed, go ahead and click Apply for this league, and you will be most likely in. Well, welcome everyone to iRacing. This is the Elite Racing Association Camping World Series League this season. This division this season is going to run 12 races, starting with tonight at Atlanta, followed by Richmond, Pocono, Rockingham, Phoenix 08, Kansas, Daytona 07, Darlington, and then they have a chase cutoff. The top 12 will make it into the chase of 4 races. Those 4 races will be Chicagoland, Loudon, Talladega, and Homestead. And if you would like to be a part of this league, go ahead and see the link below in the description, and you'll find their league there, and you go ahead and apply for it, see if you can make it in. So let's go ahead and get to the racing action as these guys are qualifying. And I'm going to go ahead and pull down the league president, David Nannon, just to give you guys a little bit of intro on this league on iRacing.
User was moved to your channel.
David Nannon, welcome to the broadcast booth. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing very good. Yourself?
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm excited about this season, this 12-race season. New to me and very new to you guys. If you'd like to just explain a little bit about the league and what you'd like to see this season out of the Camping World Series.
Well, first of all, as Scott's already explained here, this is Elite Racing Association. It's a fairly new league. We've only been doing one season so far. We did the Xfinities last year. For this year, just look for some really good racing. Really just good, really close racing, really, because the way our weather system is going to be playing throughout the year, it should be a lot cooler track temps, things like that. So most of the races will probably be pretty cool. We are introducing a new penalty system too, so hopefully we keep everybody in line, everybody out of trouble and stuff. The way our new penalty system is going to be working is it'll be like a 5 incident limit rule, but it won't be like within one race. It's more like if you cause an incident on the racetrack, you'll have 1 point, etc. Well, you have a 5 incident cap. So over the course of the season, you can accrue incidents and it'll add it up. Well, if you go like a race without causing a single wreck or whatever, it'll it'll knock one off. So, like, say you go into Texas of a race. I know that's just an example, but you go like to a Texas. Well, you have 4 incident points going into it, and you come out clean from that race. It'll knock you down to 3. But if you end up going up to 5, it'll be a one race park. Well, if you get parked for 2 races throughout the season, that's an automatic end of your season, and possibly future league events. But other than that, I think we're pretty covered with stuff.
It's awesome. Sounds very simple. Easy enough for these guys to follow. How many are you expecting this season to race in these trucks?
Well, currently tonight, I think it's going to be about a 13, 14 car field. I'm not really too sure. I know we have a couple other drivers out there that couldn't make it tonight for other circumstances. But definitely down the road, hopefully 15 to about 18 trucks, hopefully. I know last season we were around 10 to 12, so any sort of improvement definitely make it look a little bit better for us. So.
Well, that'd be great to see. Right now, it's showing the current showing 14 people. So seems like we're still gonna have a pretty good race tonight. Now, I'd like to mention something that's a little bit different from these guys. They're running all open setups except at Daytona and Talladega. So you're gonna see a lot of different lines out here. A lot of different miles per hour between the track over time, and a lot of difference in wear. So that'll be a key factor for the season as well to look out for. David, do you like to add anything else to that before I bring you back up to talk to these guys before you guys go green?
Well, other than what you just mentioned, I think you pretty much covered everything. Other than that, just I hope everybody enjoys the race tonight and definitely come back and check out more of our races afterwards.
Well, all right, David, you have yourself a good night, and maybe I'll have you down here later for an interview.
Thank you. I really appreciate what you're doing here for us.
Anytime, anytime.
User was moved out of your channel.
And that was the league president of the Elite Racing Association, David Nannon. As he said, this is the first time ever running the trucks for this league, fairly new league, and hopefully these guys can put on a hell of a show this season. As I said, it's only 12 races, but that should be enough to be able to prove yourself, especially with the amount of different tracks these guys are going to run. And again, all open setup, so that leaves the ballpark open for pretty much anyone, unless someone's got a really good open setup for every race, the same person. It really depends on, how well these guys know these setups and if they put enough practice. So let's go ahead and take a look at the qualifying results right now. Your leader is the number 2 Lynn Williams, followed by the 070 of Phil Gary, followed by the 41 of Jordan Haynes, the 82 of Casey Metzger, the 40 of Frank Ekman, 21 of David Nannon, the 18 of Matt Brith, 3 of Ryan Irby, the 48 of Markel Murphy, and the number I have to look at his Jeremy Funk. I'll have to see what he is actually running. I apologize for the number sign for any of the drivers tonight. It was a little mishap on iRacing itself. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm hoping it's not IRTVO. And I'd like to just mention that Markel Murphy won the ERA Xfinity season last season, and he was proud to take home the championship for that. And your 11th through 14th position is going to be the 52 of Jeremy Poole, the 88 of Brad Bothwell, the number 03 of Jason Merritt, and the number 7 of Garrison Hogan, who have not put in times yet. I'm not sure if they'll be able to. There's less than a minute left of qualifying. And you guys are all welcome to talk in the chat room. I have the chat room up. And Jay, welcome to the broadcast. Hopefully it'll be a good show for you guys. And any questions for David, let him know. Let me know in the chat. It's good stuff. These guys will be gridding here in a matter of seconds, I do believe. There is a 10-minute qualify, and they left it at open qualify, which is something you don't see very often, but it's going to play an interesting role, I do believe, this season, if they keep it that way. So the weather tonight, it's 81 degrees Fahrenheit with a track temp of 108 degrees Fahrenheit. The humidity is at 36% with 0% fog. The air pressure is 27 Hg. And the wind speed is 16 kilometers per hour. Which isn't really a whole lot. But again, it's Atlanta, so anything could happen. You know, it's nicknamed Hot Atlanta for a reason. Still 108 degrees on the track. Their tires are going to fall off quick, especially depending on how well their setups are. And qualifying is over. These guys will be gridding here in about 2-3 seconds. Again, if you'd like to be a member of this league for their upcoming spring season, or, well, I should say January season, February season, go ahead and look in the description below, and you will find them on that link. They are the Elite Racing Association, run by David Nannon. And it is time for grid. Jeremy Funk is in the 029 tonight, for anyone that would like to know. And on your starting grid will be Landon Williams in the Bass Pro Shop truck. He's actually running the Toyota Tundra, something you don't really see that often. A lot of people like to run the Chevy just because it's the favorited truck, so it's nice to see him in a Tundra. A lot of these guys are running Tundras. That is awesome. As I said, that's something I really like to see. And you'll see quite a few ERA trucks out here tonight representing the league. Try to get a few more people watching, as well as if they do any hosted sessions, try to get more people into the league itself. It is 98 laps here for a late afternoon. The race ought to be probably about an hour and 20 minutes, maybe an hour and a half, depending on how many cautions. Hopefully there's not that many. But pace car is off, and Landon Williams is going to lead this pack off the starting line. And on the outside of him is going to be the 070 of Phil Gary, who is also showing up as a pound symbol on the grid. Again, apologies for that. I was talking to a few of these guys before the race, and they were saying they were having trouble spinning out a little bit, so they were making minor adjustments to their setups as they were going around practicing. And they also had a practice session before their pre-practice session before this lobby. So hopefully these guys put enough time into their trucks so that they can run a good race here tonight. Said 14 people are on the track, And these guys are going to be hustling together as the pace car is leading them outside of corner number 4. Pace car is in.
Green, green, green.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is Green Flag Racing for the ERA Camping World Series, first run of 2016. And the number 2 is still in the lead, but the 41 is trying to get some headway on that inside line. Little bit of lagging issues from the 21 there, and the number 2 of Landon Williams pulling away like crazy. The 070 ducking in behind the 41, still trying to catch a little bit of his draft, taking on that inside line. It really makes me wonder how well this inside line is going to run after about 20 or 30 laps. It really depends on their setups. So they might be moving to that mid line or that outside line, which is something you don't really see a whole lot. But again, it is late afternoon. It is very hot, so expect the unexpected here. And you have about a 0.8 second gap between the 4th position and the number 2. And very quickly, especially after 2 laps, these guys are running 3 wide. You got the number 4, the number 82, the number 40, and the number 3. But you got the number 48 coming up on the inside, tucking in underneath the number 40, trying to gain position. And the number 48, Markel Murphy. As I had just mentioned, he won the Xfinity Series last season for these guys, so maybe he'll make headway in this season, running the first truck season ever for the ERA. And in the back here, we got Jeremy Funk and the number 88 of Brad Bothwell. And right behind him is the number 7 of Garrison Hogan, who I believe did not qualify. He's running really slow. I'm not sure what's going on with his truck, if he's just taking it easy just for the beginning of this race and going to haul ass at the end of the race, or if he's just not really feeling it here at Atlanta tonight. And Landon Williams is still your leader. He's led all the laps here tonight, and he is running 180 through 3 and 4. And in trucks, that is pretty damn fast considering how heavy they are. You're normally only going to run maybe 160, 150 through the corners, the most. But even then, that's with a fixed setup. So, as I said, these guys have been working really hard on their setups, and hopefully it plays out good for them in the long run. Number 41, Jordan Haynes, is in second. He's got about 0.3, 0.4 seconds behind number 2 of Landon. He's trying to maintain position, but he's slowly losing him in the corners. Not by much, but hundreds, thousands of a second, just through 1 and 2. But he's still maintaining his speed. But again, we're only on lap 7, so these trucks really haven't kicked in to their setups. And it really makes me wonder how many guys actually put in a long run setup or a short run setup. If we're expecting many cautions or no cautions, it's really going to be the biggest play here tonight. You want to make sure your setup is the best out there. You want to make sure you are the fastest, but you also want to make sure that you're not burning up your truck. And the number 070, Phil Gary, is in third. He's about 0.6 seconds behind the leader. A little more now. Oh, he came up a little high. And the first caution is out. And it looks like the 52 is really slow. Let's see if we can get an instant replay of what happened. Right now we're focused on the 52 of Jeremy Poole. Looks like he got down on the apron a bit. He got loose coming out of 4. That's wicked early for that. I know that a lot of these guys are saying about getting loose really early, only after about 10 laps. As I said, it all plays in that setup. Doesn't look like he's taking too much damage, though. Let's go ahead and look to see at his right side. Well, it doesn't look really that bad at all, so hopefully it's not enough to hinder his speed. He's probably going to go in and get a little bit of a fix, hopefully, during this caution. And as I say that, he's in the pits, getting the job done. And your leaders are currently pitting. Oh, looks like the number 21 missed his pits, or he already pitted. I'll have to double check on that. Go ahead and look at these pit times. You've got your leader before the caution with a 15-second pit, followed by Haynes with a 13-second pit, almost 14-second pit. And it looks like Haynes had the fastest pit time out of everyone with less than 14 seconds. But it looks like we have ourselves a new leader, the number 3 of Ryan Irby, followed by the number 2 of Frank Ekman, and then Landon Williams bringing up the number 3 spot and the number 2 car. Pace lights are out, so this will be 1 to go, 1 lap to green. Now, some of these guys did not pit yet, considering they had only been on the track for 10 laps. I wonder how much that's going to play a role here on the restart, if they're going to spin out. But, as I said, there are only 10 laps on the tires, but it also depends on that setup. And hopefully these guys get a damn good setup so that they do not spin out. But if they do, I mean, then that's just going to lead to another caution, but another lead change. Pretty nice view out there this late afternoon. I love the DirectX 11, displaying the sunset like that. Pace car is in. And we're back to green flag race with Ryan Irby leading your pack on lap number 13. But the number 40 is trying to get him on the outside. I don't know how well that outside line's going to work, just coming off the start-finish line like that. But he's pushing. Oh, a little bit of bumping right there. Don't want to get too close because that little bit of a bubble, that net code might happen. I've seen it happen more than once in many races I've attended and I've watched. And it's just something they've tried to work on, but trying to connect, thousands of people across the world together to be all synced on a server is very hard to do, and props to them. Realize the simulation is about 8 years old now, it's probably a little over 8 now, but to have the ability to do that, a little bit of bumping between the 2 and the 41 there, as the 40, the 3, and the 2 are all on that outside line, and the 2 got up into the 3 just a hair, and the 3 is up in the wall. However, a caution has not been called. There is no spinning out, so that will push the 3 of Ryan Irby way back in the 12th position. That is unfortunate for him. I think the number 2 is playing just a little rough. And Frank Ekman is your new leader on the outside. However, the 41 is going on that inside line with the 070 right behind him. Oh! Oh! Wow, okay, that is not good. Whew. Okay, so the 040 of Frank Ekman took quite a bit of damage. Let's go ahead and look at that instant replay, folks. Go back a little bit more so you can see this better. And it looks like the 40 came down onto the 070, took a hell of a ride, and both of them, I do believe, are going to be out of this race, or at least have quite a bit of damage to fix. And looks like the number 2, your leader at the beginning of the race, is dinged up as well. Let's go ahead and pull Frank Ekman down into the broadcast booth, see what he says has to say about that crash.
User was moved to your channel.
Frank Ekman, welcome to the broadcast booth. How are you doing tonight?
Not too bad. Wish I didn't have the air taken off the spoiler. It's still racing, but yeah.
Yeah, that was a hell of a crash out there between you and the 070. Now, what, it looks like you lost it, or you just came down a little too far? What happened out there?
With the cars passing me on the inside, I just had the air taken off the spoiler and just loose. After that, it's like I was trying to keep it off everybody, but it just turned right, or left rather.
Well, it looks unfortunate for you. It looks like you and the 070 are out tonight. How much damage do you actually have? How many minutes?
I got 3 seconds left in the towing, I'll let you know. And I got 34 with 3 optional.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you might be done. But we're only on lap 18 of 98, so you might be able to get back out there just to get a few points.
I'm just glad I got out and led that lap. It's some bonus points for the end of the season.
Hey, whatever counts, right? I mean, even if you get taken out, it still counts that you've led laps.
Yep, hopefully I can get this repaired and run some more laps, maybe gain a couple spots.
Alright, well, sorry to hear that, and hopefully we'll be able to see you back out on the track.
If not, there's always next week.
That's right, you can always look forward to that.
User was moved out of your channel.
And that was the 40 of Frank Ekman. Unfortunately, as you heard, he's going to be out with damage for the next 34 minutes, so hopefully he'll be able to get back out on the track. But you have a new leader, the number 41 of Jordan Haynes, and right behind him, right beside him, is going to be Jason Merritt. Pace car lights are out, and these guys are going to double back up to be ready to run to green. So we've had 2 cautions so far, 6 caution laps, and we have had 3 lead changes. So it's interesting, in a very short amount of time. Normally you see stuff like that at a super speedway, especially because of the amount of draft going on between everybody. But again, the leader, both leaders have had a few troubles, the number 2 and the number 40. So hopefully we'll be able to see some green flag racing here. At least, another 20, 30 laps, see if we can get a green flag pit stop. Pace car is in.
Green flag, green flag.
And we're back to green flag race with Jordan Haynes leading your pack on lap 20 of 98. And the 03 ducked down right in behind the 41. He was in second, still in second, but wanted to get that draft off the 41. See, the field got a hell of a lot smaller just in those couple cautions, which is unfortunate. But, you still got 12 trucks at least running out here. And the 03, I'm not sure what he's trying to do. He was trying to go on the inside of the number 41 there. And I don't think that's a smart move for him at this point, especially if the 41 of Jordan Haynes is taking it that low in the corners. And it looks like the 2 of Landon Williams is back up to third. He's trying to get his first place position back. But you also got the number 21 of David Nannon behind him, running the ERA truck. One of the many running the ERA truck tonight. Matt Brith is in 5th. He started 7th. So 2 position changes for him. That's not bad at all. And Marco Murphy is up to 6th, started 10th. Followed by the 029 of Jeremy Funk, who is now in 7th, started 12th. And way behind the leader, he's a little over 2 seconds behind, is the number 88 of Brad Bothwell in 8th. And followed by the number 7 of Garrison Hogan, who was in 9th. Started 9th. He's maintaining 9th. He, as I said, I'm not sure what his plan is. I might bring him down here if we have another caution to see what's going on with his truck, if he's not comfortable with the setup, or if he's just planning to hold back. And Ryan Irby is now in 11th, who was led 2 laps in the number 3 ERA truck. And we have a position change. We have a lead change with Jordan Haynes going back into 2nd position, but he's not giving up. And David Nannon now jumps up to 3rd, but he's got the 03 on the inside. Landon Williams not ready to give up this race at all. We are on lap 25.98, going on lap 26 as these guys will be crossing the start-finish line. The 41 trying to go on the outside, trying to get a little bit of headway on the number 2. And David Nannon's caught right up in the 21 truck. Even for a small pack like this, 9-10 trucks still on the race, lead lap at least. This is pretty good racing. It's really fun to see the difference in the open setups instead of everybody racing the same miles per hour and all that, having the same drafting and same tire wear. It's interesting to see how much different these guys will actually run compared to one another. I mean, we do have some teammates, but everybody has a different driving style, so that also is a factor. And David Nannon's going on the outside for 2nd position, trying to take the 1st position away from the number 2, Landon Williams. The 03 is also sneaking up on the outside, and look at that, the number 48 as well. The Look how much distance is in between these guys' trucks. They're not trying to draft off each other. And the number 2 is falling behind as you have a new leader, the number 21 of David Nannon. A whole new top 3 here, folks, on lap 29. Oh, little bit of loose going back in the pack there. That's it's unfortunate. Said these guys were saying earlier, after about 10-15 laps on these tires, they start to get real loose. Oh, people down under the grass. No caution has been called. Looks like the number 3 is down on the apron. David Nannon has fallen back to 4th. And Jason Merritt is your new leader, but Markel Murphy is right behind him, sniffing for 1st. Jordan Haynes still maintaining 3rd. He's led 9 laps here tonight. He is almost a second away from the leader. See how close Markel Murphy is running on Jason Merritt, right up in his bumper, trying to go for that outside. See how close these guys are actually running. It looks like Markel is going to make the outside attempt and manage to get 1st position. Well, he's running neck to neck anyways with the number 41. The number 03, I'm sorry. Number 03, I was misreading that. Oh, the 21 is spinning. Down in the grass, got loose off corner number 4. As he said, he was talking about that earlier, about getting loose. Hopefully he can get back out on the track. He'll be a couple laps down, but still be able to finish this race. We are on lap 33, going to lap 44 as these guys will cross the start-finish line. And it looks like Frank Ekman left. Probably figured he had too much damage to be able to finish this race. And your leader at the beginning of the race is now in 9th and a 1 lap down currently. That is unfortunate for him. He had a good, strong lead at the very beginning of this race. Hopefully he'll be able to make up that lap. Get the lucky dog maybe. Oh, a little bit of looseness coming out of it too. And Jordan Haynes in 3rd, running almost 2 seconds behind Markel Murphy. So he's had 9 position changes, gained 9 positions over the last 35 laps, which is great for him. Maybe he'll win this season as well, but it's really early to tell. It's a 12 race season. But David mentioned to me that Markel had won the Xfinity season, and he's running pretty strong here on lap 36 of 98. And Jason Merritt is about 1 second behind Markel. And it looks like he's slowly dropping back in the corners. Yeah, he's losing 1/10 of a second there going into 3 and 4. Yeah, Jordan Haynes, 2.2 seconds behind Markel. And Jeremy Funk is a little over 4 seconds behind the leader. He started in 12th. He's now sitting in 4 in the number 029. Number 88, Brad Bothwell, now sitting in 5th. Almost 5.6 seconds behind the leader. Oh, and he's spinning coming out of 4th, down on the grass, down on the apron. Let's get it back up on the track and hopefully not get lapped. He's now almost climbing his difference behind the leader. Now gaining almost 10 seconds behind the leader. That's unfortunate for him. Let's go ahead and take a look at that blimp view to see how much of a gap there is between him and second position. So you can see no one's going to be able to touch him right now. Just super huge gap. Right now, he's running 175 miles an hour. His fastest lap was a 23.305, and he's currently running a 30.23. So he's lost almost a second from his fastest lap. Yeah, Jason Merritt is right, well, not right behind him. He's 2.3 seconds behind him, and he's slowly losing position. Yeah, as you see, it's climbing just a hair, coming into 3 and 4, but it looks like the 41 is trying to catch up. 41 is now 0.6 seconds behind the number 03, trying to gain a little headway on him. Hopefully he'll be able to. But again, it's looking like he's... Well, no, maybe not. He was slowly declining, but now he's starting to come right back up. Still 0.6 seconds behind, but that 100th position is starting to go down just a hair. Right behind him is Jeremy Funk and the 03. Actually, the regular number 3, not the 03. Actually, the 3 is laps down. Number 40 sitting in pit. Number 52, Jeremy Poole, sitting in the pit. And Ryan Irby is now 5 laps down from the leader, sitting in 10th position. And number 18 of Matt Brith is 2 laps down, sitting in 9th. Followed by David Hannon in 8th, who is now 3 laps down. Matt Brith is now 3 laps down. It had not updated. Lennon Williams a lap down from the leader. So there's only 6 people on the lead lap right now, as we are on lap 44 of 98. And it looks like the 41 caught up to the 03 quite a bit, with the number 3 on the outside, got quite a bit of damage, many laps down. Hopefully he'll be able to make some of those laps up, as we are on lap 45, almost to the halfway point here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Markel Murphy is just making his money here tonight. He is 4.6 seconds ahead of the 03 of Jason Merritt. Whatever this guy has for setup, that's what everyone should have, because he's just running the hell out of it. He is now dropping down to about 170 in the corners. His guys were running 180 here in the corners about 30 laps ago. So again, the wear of the tires from the heat of the track and just the setups definitely will slow you down over time, but you know, he's still maintaining his speed pretty well. 174 going into 1 and 2. Looks like Jeremy Poole's coming out of the pits. He is now 17 laps down. Probably going to be 18 laps down by the time he comes up to speed anyways. But at least it's nice to see him back out on the track in his neon green ERA truck. Landon Williams is pitting. Probably fixing a little bit more damage, or just go ahead and get more fuel and maybe change the tires, maybe all four. Not sure what he's up to. Number 7 at Garrison Hogan, who's running 5th, started 9th. It's 12 seconds behind the leader. 12.1. Oh, and the caution is out. Looks like the 21 of David Nannon. He got loose coming out of 2. Spun it around, stopped it on the track. Single person caution. Doesn't look like any damage was taken or given. So hopefully he'll be able to get a new set of tires and go back to green here shortly. And let's go ahead and pull him down to the booth real quick as we're over the halfway mark here at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
User was moved to your channel.
David Nannon, welcome to the broadcast booth. How are you doing out there tonight? It looks like a little bit of troubles, a little slick out there.
Yeah, the setup me and the team were looking at earlier this week, it gets pretty loose on the long run. And I was just making a move because I had fresher tires on those guys. And I noticed most of this run, like if depending on the line that we were running, it would either just get really loose or it was good. And when I went up to that high line, it just snapped on me.
Yeah, you're not the only one, though. I've seen a few trucks here tonight get a little loose coming out of 2. Well, actually, out of 4, coming back to that dog leg.
Yeah, I know my teammate Landon Williams there. I think he spun it onto pit road earlier. We're still working on it throughout the race. Hopefully my pit crew can get me a couple adjustments and make this thing better.
Well, at least you'll gain a lap back here, so you'll only be 1 lap down.
Well, being that I don't think I will, because I'm the guy that spun out, but yeah, hopefully.
Alright, well, good luck out there to you tonight, and people at home watching, we got 5 people watching right now, and hopefully they are enjoying the broadcast, and hopefully we can see you out there back on the lead lap here as we're over the halfway mark now.
Yeah, we're definitely going to fight for it.
Alright, well, good luck to you out there.
Thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
And that was, again, the league president of the ERA, David Nannon, and the number 21, spinning out, causing the caution on lap 50. Maybe this will give a chance for these guys to catch up a little bit now that they'll be bundled back together. Markel Murphy no longer has his 5-second lead, but who knows? Looks like he has a little front end damage as well. He's not the only one, though. I think a little bit of bump drafting has caused a little bit of front end damage with these guys. Hopefully it's not enough to hinder them. And we'll see a few people gain a lap here, maybe be back on the lead lap. And we have a message from the group right in the chat from Kosh Kelly. He said he's painting more trucks for the ERA team. That is awesome. It's nice to see you guys represent the team out there, and hopefully when you guys go into hosted sessions, you guys are running those paint schemes to try to give a little PR for the ERA. Pace lights out. Let's go ahead and go make sure everybody is here. Looks like quite a few guys starting on that outside line. Okay, these guys are now 1 lap down. It's good to see some of these guys back out on the track, especially after the early cautions we had. And it looks like the pace car will be going in, as we will be going green on lap 54 with Markel Murphy leading this pack away at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And a huge jump for the 029, catching second position in front of the 03. Single file as his guys go into 3 and 4. But the 029 trying on that outside line. I tell you, it looks like coming out of 4 is really slick. That marble buildup, especially with the amount of heat on this track. The track is 103 degrees right now. 103. And it's 81 degrees air temperature. So these guys are running hot as well. And it looks like the 03 Jason Merritt is back up to second. And Garrison Hogan is now in 3rd place. Started 9th. That's pretty good positioning for him. As I said, I was pretty sure he was saving his truck for the end of the race here, as we're on lap 56 and 98. He was running 9th pretty much the entire race in the beginning. And maybe this will play out for him. Really depends on how his setup is, if he can catch up to the 03, and especially the 48, because the 48 seems to be just pulling away. And for anyone watching at home, again, you are welcome to chat in the chat box. Make sure the quality is good, make sure you guys can hear me, hear the cars, hear anyone I talk to. You know, good stuff like that. Any feedback's welcome. If you guys want to start talking about something, I'm always looking to have the chat open. It's nice to communicate with the audience. Nice to communicate with these guys on the track as well, see what's going on down there. Because where I'm up here in the broadcast booth, I don't get to see, get to feel anything on the track. So, yeah, that's open for you guys. And Brad Bothwell is now back up to 4th, started 13th. Almost 10 positions for him gained. Markel Murphy has now led 27 laps here at Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Camping World Series trucks. As we go into 3 and 4, these guys will be on lap 60 of 98, so there will be 38 laps left. I highly doubt they will be able to make it on tires. If they do, they will be pushing it very, very much. I don't think they'll be able to make it on fuel, depending on how David has set up the fuel for the series, if they have full tanks or if they have half tanks. Oh, and a little bit of blinking from the number 7 of Garrison Hogan. And Markel Murphy is pulling away yet again with a half-second lead against Jason Merritt. Looks like there's some lap traffic up here. Right behind the 88 of David Bothwell. Number 2 and the number 21, I believe, are both a lap down. Oh, 2 laps down. The 21 is at least 2 laps down. Matt Berth is 1 lap. Matt Brith, not Berth. I apologize. Matt Brith is 1 lap down. And Landon Williams in the number 2 was 1 lap down. 2 laps down. It just updated. Sometimes I just like IRTBO, but most of the time I love it because I'm able to do this pretty much flawlessly. Jordan Haynes is now in 6th. He led 9 laps here tonight. He's almost 10 seconds behind Markel. It is crazy. And we are on lap 63 of 98, going on to lap 64 of 98. Garrison Hogan trying to make a run on the 03. And the 03 is dropping back down to the 3rd as 7 is going to take over 2nd position. But he's still almost 1.2 seconds behind Markel. See if he can make a little headway here. And a little bit of battle between Jeremy Funk and Brad Bothwell. Jeremy Funk trying to go on that inside, but backed off just a hair. See if he can do it here in corner number 4, and he has, and we have a caution. Oh, caution on lap number 66. And the number 2 of Landon Williams is smoking. Let's see if we can find out what happened. Looks like he lost it coming out of 3, going into 4, smacked that up inside wall. Probably a lot of motor damage for him right there. That is unfortunate, especially this late in the race with going to be 30 laps to go when these guys cross the start-finish line. That is unfortunate. So let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break, brought to you by the ERA. If you're looking to join this league, log on to iRacing, go into the league directory. Once this is loaded, all you have to do is search for the Elite Racing Association. Click on their page, find out more information about them, and if you like the information listed, go ahead and click Apply for this league, and you will be most likely in. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ERA first ever Camping World Series season, starting with Atlanta Motor Speedway. And as you see, most of these guys have pitted. And let's go ahead and talk to the number 2 here and find out what's going on.
User was moved to your channel.
Landon Williams, welcome to the broadcast booth. Landon Williams, do I have a copy? Okay, apparently Landon is away right now, and he looks like he just left.
User was moved out of your channel.
Let's go ahead and bring down Markel. Actually, never mind, because I cannot find him in TeamSpeak. So, we will not be talking to Markel Murphy as much as I'd like to. Actually, I got an even better plan. Let's talk to Garrison Hogan. I'm sorry about that, folks. Some of these people are not in TeamSpeak or have dropped out, so 21 spinning out and stopping the field. That's strange. It's really strange. And we are down to 29 to go.
User was moved to your channel.
Garrison Hogan, welcome to the broadcast booth. How are you doing tonight?
Doing good, man.
That's awesome. I was wondering about you earlier in the race. You were holding ninth position, not really moving, and just really keeping low. Was thinking you were just gonna hold out to the end to see where you would place, and it looks like you've done that. Looks like you're sitting in second position right now.
Yeah, it was pretty much me just holding back a little bit and just making sure I keep every fender straight and, you know, get to the end of the race. That's the goal.
Well, hopefully you stay up there with Markel. Markel is running very fast here tonight. I'm not sure what kind of setup he has, but he's just pulling away, and hopefully you're able to keep up with that.
Yeah, we'll see here on this restart. I'm not going to try to push it too hard yet. I feel like we have a little more to go where somebody's going to probably end up bringing out another caution. So we'll see. If not, I'll just have to go run them down.
Well, good luck. It's going to be 27 to go when you guys go back to green.
All right, thank you.
Very welcome.
User was moved out of your channel.
It's nice to see him sitting up front like that, just because he's just been holding back, you know, really playing the field out there. But who knows where the race is going to lead? As I said, we're going to have 27 left to go when the pace car goes in. Yeah, David, it does look, Kosh just mentioned in the chat that David took the tow as well. So, pace car is in. And it's going to be green flag racing with 27 to go. And now it looks like Ryan Irby is 3 laps down the front of his truck, all bent up out of shape. Also, his rear's a little tweaked on the right-hand side. Probably messing with his aerodynamics quite a bit, probably causing him to be loose. But at least he's still out here. He's still in 8th position, so that's a top 10 for him at least. Looks like the number 40 down on the apron. Not quite sure what happened there. Missed it. Unfortunately, hopefully he's able to get back up off the apron. A little bit of a mouthful, but the number 7, Garrison Hogan, keeping right up with the number 48. Trying to get that draft off him. 48 going up on the middle lane. As you can see, Garrison's pretty much right up under his bumper. He doesn't want to let Markel off his radar, because as soon as he's off his radar, that's going to be it. Then he pretty much wouldn't be able to catch up. But it looks like the number 7 took on the inside spot. Trying to get that first position, and it looks like he will. Coming up on the inside of corner number 4 as we cross start finish line a lap 75.98. That is awesome to see the number 7 up in the first position, staying back like that. Well, you figure it was him and Markel riding side by side at the very start of this race, and Markel moved right up in a hurry. So maybe both these guys have a similar setup. Seems to look that way. They're not really pulling away from each other. Markel making sure he doesn't lose that draft. Still going on the outside as it came out of corner number 4. This front pack of 6 trucks. And I think all of them are on the lead lap, and Markel's going back up on the inside under the number 7 of Garrison Hogan for that first position back. But Garrison's not letting him go anywhere. Garrison still on that outside line, trying to run side by side, but that inside line is just a tad bit faster. Oh, Garrison blinked there for a second. Hopefully his quality is fixed. And hopefully he doesn't lag out of the race as they come down to 19 laps to go here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Number 3, Jason Mewett, almost about 7/10 of a second behind the number 2 position. And look at this, the number 7 is running side by side with the number 48 as they go into corner number 3. And number 7 trying to get the first place position back. But Markel is not giving up either. These guys are running really nicely right now, side by side. That's some really great racing to see from these two. Almost running exact same times. Playing off each other. Hopefully we can see this for these last 18 laps, going on to 17 laps left to go. Let's go ahead and take a look from the broadcast blimp to see where everybody's sitting on the track and how far they actually are away from each other. And the number 7 dropped back quite a bit, looks like. May have used his truck up just too much. He probably has a short run truck, which may not be the best interest for him for the rest of the season, especially if Markel's going to run like this for these next 11 races. And Matt Brith is now back on the lead lap, running really slow though. So it looks like 6 cars are out on the field, all on the lead lap. Ryan Irby is 4 laps down, it looks like. Oh, inside. Someone on the inside wall there. Getting a little loose coming out of 2. Now Markel is just pulling away with it. 13 laps left. And there is a caution with 13 to go. Looks like the number 18 of Matt Brith. Yeah, he got wicked loose coming into 3. Oh, and the number 40's engine just blew. Oh man, that is not good. Not good at all for him. That's unfortunate. But, at least we're at the near end of the race. So, it was a good attempt by him. But, again, there's always next race. Let's go ahead and bring down Matt to see what he has to say.
User was moved to your channel.
Matt Brith, welcome to the broadcast booth.
Hey, what's up, bud?
Too much. Just saw you took a digger there coming into 3. What was going on with your truck here tonight?
Um, going out of 3, just got wicked loose, and I was too stupid about it and tried to be brave about it. It just went around on me. That's my fault. So I apologize to Frank, and he was cool about it, but that's my fault. Apologize to all the guys that are racing. It's a clean race. Just my fault.
Well, at least we're late in the race here, as we're going to come down to 10 to go when these lead lap cars go back over the cross start-finish line. What's your plans for next week?
Next week, just to build on this week and just to get better, just to get better all around. Just to just get better with these guys. Know what everybody's doing. Just get stronger each week and learn a lot. That's my plan. Just get top 5s and I'll be good to go.
Well, I can tell you, running Richmond myself, Richmond's a hell of a track, so you guys hopefully will have a very good setup for there.
Yeah, Richmond's a flat track. It's short, so it should be a lot of fun. I can't wait for Richmond.
All right, well, sorry to hear that you're out, and we'll hopefully talk to you next week.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks for all you do.
Very well.
User was moved out of your channel.
Man, oh man, oh man. 10 to go when they come across the start-finish line. Been a pretty good race so far, actually. Let's go ahead and take a look at how many lead changes there have been. We've had 5 cautions for 17 laps. There has been 11 lead changes. Quite a bit for kind of a short race. I mean, honestly, 98 laps, not really a whole lot for these guys, but pretty good racing out there. Small field, but honestly, you don't need a huge field to have a good race. You just need to have guys out there that will be able to run side by side, back and forth with each other, go through multiple lead changes and multiple position changes, actually, and just put on a good show for everybody that's watching. So right now it's going to be 6 cars, 6 trucks out there. Sorry about that. I'm so used to driving a car. So 6 trucks out there on your lead lap. Matt Brith is out for the rest of the race. He actually might be back out on the track, but I wouldn't go back out there if I was him. Pace car lights are off. These guys are 1 to green. Oh, well, the number 18 of Matt Brith is back out on the track. I would just stay very far back if I would, just to be able to finish this race. Try not to push his truck too much. And it looks like the 21 of David Nannon's back out there as well. Good to see these guys back out after a few cautions and quite a bit of damage. And as the pace car goes in, these guys will be going green on 8 laps to go here at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is dropped, and Markel Murphy is your leader, but the number 7 of Garrison Hogan is on the outside. Garrison Hogan dropping right down and behind Markel. And a little bit of battle going on between the 88 and the 029 back here. And Ryan Irby, you know, as much as his truck is dinged up, he's still out there 2 laps down, still maintaining 6th position. You know, applause for him for still running in this race. Looks like the 03 is trying to catch up to the 7 and the 48. Oh, that is not what you want to see. The 7 and the 48, as you saw right before your eyes, ladies and gentlemen, smacking into each other, causing the last caution of this race. Oh man, that will put Markel back down to 4th. Let's do an instant replay of that. Let's go ahead and get a side-by-side. And it looks like they came up, it looks like the 7 came up just a bit too much into the 48, causing this last caution of the race. That is unfortunate because these guys are running hard side by side with each other. Oh, I'd say these last 20 laps or so. Wow, that is just unfortunate. Let's go ahead and go back live. Looks like the 03 took damage on that as well during that caution. So your new leader is the 03 of Jason Mayer, who has now led 5 laps here. We are on 4 to go. And it looks like the number 3 is getting his lap back as the lucky dog. But now the 03 with this front end damage, I don't know how much that's going to hinder him on this takeoff here when these guys go back to green, if they go back to green. iRacing, if anybody that is in this room watching that is new, iRacing does not have a green-white checkered. They go green 2 laps, then white, then checkered. They have not implemented that yet. I'm not sure why, but hopefully that will be in the near future that they do implement that. Maybe after they finish up with this dirt update that we'll be getting in the upcoming months. And let's go ahead and go to our last commercial break, brought to you by the Ad Broadcast Network.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
And that was a commercial from the Ad Broadcast Network, which is the channel you're on now. If you guys want to see the rest of this ERA season, the next 11 races, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And they will be brought to you here live every Tuesday night for the next 11 weeks at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, that's what I figured, Kosh. I'm not sure what's up with the commercial being glitchy. It shouldn't be. Um, Maybe it was when I transferred it over. I'll have to look into that for next week. And they will be green-white checkered. Interesting. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if iRacing's going to let it play out or if they're just going to keep going 1 to green. I didn't think iRacing did green-white checkered, but they may have changed that. I may be wrong. I don't know. Just from my experience, they haven't done it in the races I've been in. Pace car is in.
Green flag, green
And the
flag.
03 of Jason Barrett's going to lead this pack off. With 1 lap to go. Okay, so it's going to be a white checkered, green-white checkered. Very interesting. But the 029's up there right behind him. And the 48 dropping in behind on that low line, but the 88 on that outside line. And it looks like the number 88 is going to be your winner here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Oh, a little bit of wrecking there at the end. A little bit of finishing off to do on their vehicles. So number 88 of Brad Bothwell has won your race here tonight. The first ever ERA Camping World Series truck race. It was actually a really good win for him. He was kind of in the back for the most of the race, and for him to come back up like that in the last couple laps, that was a very great win for him. So let me go ahead and see if I could find them and pull them down for interviews.
User was moved to your channel. User was moved out of your channel.
I cannot find Jeremy Funk. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to Jason Merritt.
User was moved to your channel.
Jason Merritt, congratulations on the number 2 spot here tonight. How are you feeling right now?
Oh, I'm feeling good. You know, our 3 cars, me, Garrison, and Brad, we had long run cars, but they worked out pretty good. Sucks Garrison got caught up in that, so we really like to see a 1, 2, 3 finish. And I got damaged from that last wreck, and so I'm not worried about. I'm not too sad getting beat by my teammate. So at least we got one teammate right now in the chase. So yeah, I'm happy.
That's really good to hear. I know you guys are running pretty hard out there, and yeah, especially Garrison. He started out in the back and worked his way up front, and to see him, out like that, especially in the last of the race, is really unfortunate for him.
Yeah, it does. It sucks, but I mean, at least he still gets the top 10 finish. So, but that's pretty much what our game plan, the whole team game plan was just to hang out there, and we knew there was a lot of guys had real loose setups, so ours weren't. We were actually getting tight in the long run. So like I said, it's all in all good. It's a good finish for the team.
Well, all right. Well, congratulations to you, and maybe we'll talk to you next week.
Hopefully so. Hopefully I'll be in the winner's circle.
Alright, you have yourself a good night, and I'm going to go ahead and bring down Brad.
User was moved out of your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Brad Bothwell, welcome to the broadcast booth, and congratulations on the first ever ERA Truck Series win. How do you feel right now?
You know what? I'm feeling great. I mean, I can't think enough. This team is one of the best teams that, I've ever seen. They got a lot of respect for everybody. And I got to thank my two teammates that are, we're all teammates, but I got two teammates in here that worked hard on the setup, and with Jason Merritt and Garrison, and, it worked out great.
Well, it seems like it did. Yeah, you were running about mid-pack in the back for a while there, and then you moved right up front these last couple of laps.
Yeah, you know what? Truthfully, I heard a lot of people during practice that they were like lap 10. I was just trying to stay out of trouble. So, that's what I was doing.
Hey, it worked out for you. When you took that push on the outside line and dropped right back down, that was a hell of a move, and it got you the finish, so...
Yeah, like I said, everything worked out, and next week I'll have my main sponsor on here for the roofing company, and I don't know. It was great racing tonight. I had a lot of fun.
And I had a lot of fun broadcasting. It was a really great race from all of you out there. A small field, but you don't need a big field to have a good race.
Oh, never. You can have 6 people and have a great race. But like I said, ERA is like been, I don't know, they're like a brotherhood to me. So it's great racing with these guys.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations to you, and hopefully we'll hear from you next week.
All right, thank you very much.
User was moved out of your channel.
And that was Brad Bothwell, tonight's winner at Atlanta Motor Speedway in the first ever ERA Camping World Series season. And right now, as you guys are seeing on the screen, this is the season lineup for the ERA truck season. Next week we'll be at Richmond with 125 laps at night. It seems like it's going to be a long race, but that track is very small, very flat. A lot can actually happen there. And that will be on November 8th at 8 p.m. right here on the Broadcasting Network. So, in lieu of that, I'm Scotty B. And I am signing out. Thank you guys all for watching. And remember, like and subscribe, and join us back next week here at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central.